Beyond these walls we find trapped in a
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Dead Noise. I'm Chris, and with me today is Dillon and James from the local North Carolina metal band Mortal After All. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man. How about yourself?
I'm good. It's good to see you guys.
Yeah, doing pretty good. Loving it so far.
You guys just got off stage, so what's the energy like doing an interview right after a show?
I'm still pretty hyped about it. Like, I love everybody that's been coming out to the shows, seeing everybody out here. It's been phenomenal. It's been great, and it's like, of course, it's appreciated.
You know, adrenaline is up, hype. You know, I think the crowd fed pretty good to us, and we fed pretty good to them. So.
Yeah, you guys had a really good turnout. There was a lot of people that showed up for the opening band, and it was good to see. And you guys put on a hell of a performance. This is my first time seeing you guys, and after listening to your EP off and on the last few weeks, I was really impressed.
Thank you. Yeah, we got more in store. Like, we played a new song tonight.
Yep.
And we're also on the ball with getting some new material coming out for next year as well. So we're just...
And about the new song, we're actively working on getting things lined up so we can shoot a music video for it. So that way we can give it a nice, good, proper release. So, we're hoping to get on that real soon.
Nice.
Yeah, we got a lot in store coming out in the future. So
planning on trying to shoot for a full-length album next year. So it's about time we try and put out some more stuff for that.
Now, I was going to save it for the end of the interview, but let's just get right into it. What can you tell us about new music as far as the overall direction of it? How far along in the writing process you guys are? Are there any details you can give away right now?
So it's kind of hard on that one because everybody in the band has so many different influences. What I can say is... we definitely are trying to keep it on the heavier side. And we're sitting on a couple of ideas already, which is why we're confident we can shoot for a full-length album next year. Not only that, but we just got a new guitarist as well, Joey, the one with the dreads that was on stage. So we're really looking forward to seeing what he's got to offer and what direction he's going to bring us in.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, we... Our previous guitarist, Hunter, he's still very much involved with the writing process. And instead of just two guitarists ping-ponging back ideas, it's going to be three this time.
Yeah,
so
Hunter's gone to kind of like a behind-the-scenes role.
Okay.
So, he's still in the band, but not performing, kind of thing. For those that, kind of get the reference, he's kind of like Nolly from Periphery now.
Okay.
So...
So who would you say are your guys' biggest musical influences, whether it's on your individual instrument or as a whole?
me?
Yeah, you go first.
I mean, I grew up listening to Linkin Park, all the Deftones, all the old school type shit. I mean, of course I love Bring Me the Horizon and all that good stuff. But yeah, just when I came into the band, I came from a completely different genre. And coming into the metal scene, it was good. I liked it. I felt like I fit actually more into it than I did in previous bands. So again, it's just listening to all those old school influences, just perfectly blended in with these guys.
And as for me, on the personal side, I'm a new metal core boy. Early, Disturbed, Bullet, Kill Switch, big time, early Avenged Sevenfold. I love me the breakdowns and on the China.
Oh yeah.
So big choruses, keep it heavy, stuff like that. So.
Nice. So you just revealed some information I wasn't aware of, that you were new to the metal scene and that you came from a whole other genre.
Yeah.
How did you learn to scream the way that you do? Because it is some insane stuff.
Originally I'm from New York, so when I moved down here, I mean, the previous band that I was in was more of the post-hardcore scene. So again, that influence was more of Dance Gavin Dance. I try to copy, like not copy, but just follow the influence of, like, I don't know if you know the vocalist John Mess from that band. So like that's how I got into screaming. Originally in other bands, I was just a completely clean vocalist, and then but when I came down here, I saw that the music scene was more on the metal side, which was fun for me because I was just like, all right, I can do this. Like it fits perfect, you know. So.
And then what about you? How did you get your start with drumming?
Well, with drumming in general, it was actually my desire to go in marching band.
Okay.
So, just I always loved the drum line and the marching band, and so that's how I got started, and then transitioned over to drums about a year in. And as far as the metal goes, I was listening to what was classic rock, not knowing that it was actually the godfathers of heavy metal. Like Sabbath, Deep Purple, Rush. Like growing up, to me, that was already being called classic rock. And so when I went into high school, I bumped into a resident emo kid. And he's the one that introduced me to Avenged Sevenfold, and by proxy introduced me to the double bass drum. And that was just like mind-blowing for me, because I was only like a year into drumming, and I didn't even know you could do that. So that just sent me down a life trajectory path that has not changed since.
We love it. So what is your overall writing process as a band? Does each individual member focus on their instrument and you focus on lyrics? Is it more of a collaborative effort? What's it like for you guys?
It's a little bit of all the above. Like I said, we're sitting on a couple of ideas right now. Sometimes, one of the guys will present like a whole song that's kind of fleshed out. Most of the other instruments are kind of figured out, but there's always room for us to rework it to our own personal flavor. And then other times it's just like, hey, we have this one riff, and I don't know where to go from there, and that's when it starts becoming a little more collaborative. So,
yeah, I like to come in at the very end of it all, when they fleshed everything out. I'm kind of just like the cherry on top. I'll go ahead, I'll listen to the track a few times, and then a melody will pop into my head, and then I'll go ahead and I wouldn't write just one version of the song. I would write probably like 2 or 3 of them, and then I'll toss that idea back to them, and then we just keep revising it until we're all
workshops of the lyrics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some of the lyrics have been kind of collaborative as well.
So what can you tell me about your live show? What goes into the planning process of your performances, whether it's the stage setup, your energy, what songs you play in the set list? How do you guys go about deciding what to do there?
So that one, it's kind of been a challenge for us, because for starters, we only have the EP out right now, so we only have a small selection to choose from. But the big thing that we try and keep in mind is the energy level for the crowd. We want to keep elevating the energy throughout the set into whoever's playing next after us, or if we're playing later in the set, making sure we keep the energy that the band before us played. So we try and keep the songs that have the higher energy level, and as far as the order and stuff, on the more technical, less interesting side, it's about like giving enough time for the guitar changes, because we got songs in like 3 different tunings. I don't got to worry about that.
Yeah, of course not.
But
Yeah, it's like our like latest song. It's called Labyrinth. Again, like we're gonna release it soon, but like that was like the latest track that like we all worked on, and it's like just that fast pace that like I love. And so like as soon as I heard it, like I was already like feeling energetic. I was like, the crowd's gonna love it. It's gonna bring up that high energy. And so again, it's just like maintaining that energy for like the next band to come in, just warming up the crowd.
Okay. And what can you tell me about this show tonight? What's it like to be playing on the bill like this? I mean, we got From Ashes to New as the headliner, The Word Alive as direct support. What's it like to be part of a bill like this?
It's like insane, because I love The Word Alive. Like there's one song in particular, Trapped. Like I hope they play it tonight, because it's just like I love that. I was like listening to it on the way here, but like I'm just fucking stoked to just see all these amazing bands and to actually be on like sharing the stage and everything. It's just, for me, like personally, it's just I'm completely grateful and appreciative about all of this, So I'm just real happy about it.
I was gonna say, and for me, like I had heard of Dragged Under and Dropout Kings, but like I didn't really start checking them out and listening to them until I knew we were gonna play with them, and like, holy shit, like those guys fucking slap.
Oh, yeah.
And so you know, and that's the great thing about playing on these kind of shows is like we get exposed to other bands as much as we are getting exposed to other people. So that's really cool to like, you know, just mix in that as well.
Okay. I got 2 more questions about new music, and then I'll stop asking you about it. Since you talked about this new single that you guys played, Labyrinth,
Yeah.
is there a release date for that yet?
Not yet. Like I said, we're working on the back end stuff, trying to get everything set up for a music video, and you know that just scheduling and securing location. You know,
We already have a director for that, so that's locked in. It's just getting the bells and whistles, the logistics of it all, and just getting everybody's schedule.
Hopefully, not to put a hard time on it, but hopefully by early next year.
I can wait. So, about this full-length album, how many songs do you guys have in the works right now for it?
I would say, like, completed, thought-out songs, we're sitting on probably about 3 to 4, and then we probably have another 3 or 4 really solid partial ideas that we're still working on.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to do like I think 10 songs.
It's a rough estimate, you know, that's what we're going to shoot for is around 10 for a full length. We might end up with a couple more, you know, but
Just depending on the collaborative nature of the 3 guitarists. You know?
and like I said, we're really interested to see what Joey's going to bring
Right.
into this, because he's only been in the band for like a month.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he came and auditioned, and then in 2 weeks had our set down and played a show with Tala about a month ago.
Yeah.
And like for him to learn our whole set in like 2 weeks, like blew me away.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, you guys have probably been asked this multiple times over the interviews you've done, but tell me about the origins of Mortal After All, where the band name came from, how you guys got together, and just how that all came about.
Okay, so the origin of how we got together, I had been playing with Hunter and Ian for a number of years, and we had an opportunity to go into a studio, but we didn't have a vocalist. So we kind of just put out a ad on Craigslist, and who answered it but James.
Yeah.
And his audition was actually coming to the studio and laying down the track for Fear to Fly.
Yeah, yeah. I was actually going on vacation with like my ex at the time, and I was just like, "Hey, there's this like sketchy Craigslist ad that I'm auditioning for a song for or whatever."
The sketchier it is, the more legit it is.
And the place looked kind of sketchy too. It was like in a strip club mall or something.
Yeah, it was in a strip mall and not labeled as a studio for obvious monetary reasons.
Of course.
But
You don't want to
yeah,
advertise you have a lot of expensive equipment in there.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. They basically just threw me in the booth, and they were just like,
Yeah.
"Here you go, just go."
Yeah, because we had already started building on the idea for those lyrics, and we just kind of threw him in the fire on that, and he fucking owned it.
That's great. I'm always going to be thinking about that story whenever I hear Fear to Fly now.
You're welcome.
Oh, my gosh.
As for the name, what we anticipate a lot for this question is people asking if we got it off of Architects, which is not the case.
Yep.
So the thing is, we came up with that name after we wanted, because like once we had him in the band and we were looking for a new guitarist and we got Hunter L in the band, we decided the old name didn't really fit, so that started the search for the new name. And I came up with the idea based off of a Daft Punk song, Human After All.
Yep.
But there was already a band with that name, and so it kind of just started riffing back and forth and trying to keep it in that same vein, that same avenue, and we settled on Mortal After All. And then like 2 weeks later, Architects dropped an album.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Architects.
Love you guys, though.
Oh, yeah, you guys are great.
Yeah, they're amazing.
So, lastly, before I let you guys go, I've got a little speed round for you. It's kind of meant to be a rapid fire, but feel free to elaborate as much or as little as you want. And I got 10 questions. I'm just going to go down the line. Probably, I'll start with you.
Okay.
And then you.
Good, I get time to prepare.
Favorite song to play live?
Fear to Fly.
Save yourself.
Favorite city to play in?
Well, here, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Is Hooligans your favorite venue?
Oh, for sure.
For right now, yeah.
I think we're pretty spoiled here.
Until another venue invites us out that is going to try and one-up Hooligans, which is a tall hurdle for them to jump over. Yeah. So, challenge is on y'all. Accept it.
The band, artist, or song that made you want to become a musician?
Crawling, Linkin Park.
You first.
Linkin Park, Crawling.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, Avenged Sevenfold.
Any specific song?
Unholy Confessions.
Nice.
That was the first song I heard with double bass in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was the song. That was my introduction.
That's what's up. The one band or artist that you want to collaborate with the most?
I mean, I know your answer.
What's my answer? You can answer for me.
Okay, we'll do that. I'll answer for you, you answer for me.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, Deftones.
Yeah, but that's never gonna happen. That's like a
Say never.
pipe, just
Not
like
with
a
that
dream.
attitude, it's
You
not.
said the dream collab.
Okay, dream. Oh yeah, hell yeah. If I could like do something with Chino, which will, I mean, again, I don't think it'll happen, but it's a dream.
For me, Howard Jones.
I dig
Oh,
it.
of course, yeah. I should have known that.
I kill switch.
I should have known that.
You know, light the torch. I just fucking love them.
Yeah. Favorite band you've opened for?
Tala.
Tala.
Yeah, for sure, Tala. I
Jumbo
love
Kings,
them.
I mean, I was kind of loading up my kids, so I didn't catch much of their set, but like they fucking go hard too. But you know, Tala was incredible. And
Their
like,
energy
really surprised
was-
me, really blew me away.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed I missed that show because I saw everything afterwards. I was like, damn, I should have been there.
Yeah, their energy is like off the charts. So yeah.
Most embarrassing moment on stage?
I got one. The mic cutting out. I hate when that happens, or like it gets unplugged or something, and then you just gotta like fix it, and then it's just you're stumbling and.
I would say a couple months ago, towards the end of summer, we did our first outdoor venue, outdoor show.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one.
That one was just an outdoor venue is always rough. So you know we had a few technical difficulties with that, and it was kind of rough. But you know you do what you got to do, and you get through it. So
Yeah, I agree. That show, I kind of just like blocked it in my memory, so I completely forgot about it.
Dream tour lineup?
Oh, I kind of like the whole. I don't know if you guys know like Loathe or like Deftones, Mood Ring. That just like kind of like that sexy but like hard. Like I've been trying to get these guys to listen to them, but they're just
no, not these guys. Me specifically.
him specifically.
What are you waiting for?
I mean, it's
He's like, it's too dreamy.
it's not my ish. I like elements of it, but you know, it's not my ish.
And that's what I try to bring to the table, I think, when I try to perform myself, is just my influences of that with these guys. Yeah.
For me, a dream lineup is going to be more along the lines of Shadows Fall, All That Remains, Kill Switch. Like I said, I'm a core boy through and through.
A place you haven't performed yet that you really want to?
I want to go out to Raleigh. There's a place, I think, Local 506.
Yeah.
I saw like a bunch of other bands play there, and I was just like, we need to play at that spot. Like the energy, it's like a more close, like personal kind of stage where you can be like closer to the crowd. I love Hooligans, of course, but I think that one is like just like more of like a personal type of thing. And I don't know, when I went there, I enjoyed myself, like those bands that were playing that time. So.
A super obvious answer, because we've been shooting for it for 2 years now, would be Blue Ridge. You know, that's kind of a dream performance spot. But as far as like venues go, I I'm really interested to see what the new Hangar 1819 is going to be like, formerly the Blind Tiger.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing how, if they revamp that at all, do any kind of redesign on the inside, and really just seeing what they have to offer, with that change up.
I forgot all about that venue. Until you said that, I was like, oh my god, that would be awesome. All right. Second to last one. Favorite thing to do outside of music?
I like to DJ. I'm like a home.
He goes on Instagram Live all the time DJing.
Yeah.
What's your handle?
I'm sorry.
What's your Instagram handle?
Oh, it's Hey Yo Jimbo. It's HEYYOJIMBO. I like to do covers of like other songs. So like if you go onto my page, it's just a whole. I don't do selfies or anything like that. It's just all just covers of like music that I like. So I got like a cover of like Linkin Park or what's that band that you like? The band.
You gotta be a little more specific than that.
The one, he's like British. Nobody knows who he is.
Oh,
He's
Sleep Token.
Sleep Token. There we
I know
go.
who that is.
Yeah, but yeah, I have like covers of that, and then like in between, I'll do like DJing of like just EDM type stuff. So that's like another passion of mine that I enjoy. So just bouncing between metal scene and then like the EDM scene is just, I'm passionate about music. So.
And I'm a huge weeb, so I like to watch anime, and it's been a couple of years, but I do also really enjoy cosplaying. And so I like going out to a couple conventions and doing a couple cosplays.
And the last question, the song you wrote that means the most to you?
Ooh, I would say it's the one that I don't perform on stage. If you check out, our EP, it's called Burning Bridges. So that one is more personal to me. I think at that stage of my life, I had like a lot of like personal issues that I was going through, and they kind of poured into that song. And so like it's a much slower song. That's why like we don't really play it live because of the energy. But again, it's just I don't really like to sing that song that much, just because it's just a time in my life that I don't want to like visit, but it's there.
I really don't have much I can say on this, so my only choice is Fear to Fly, because that one kind of stemmed from a spot in my personal life, but I kind of just threw the framework out there, and the guy we were recording with, and then James, when he came in for the audition, they really took it and shaped it into what it is, but I did have the initial investment in that one, so that one.
I mean, that's a good song to have as a choice, so.
It's my favorite one, too, to perform. Like, it's just like the opening song. It's just smack in your face, so.
I was surprised it didn't open the EP because it would have been super strong as an opener.
Yeah.
It's really hard to, like, figure out what order you want to put songs in on a album like that, We
were younger when we put that out, so we're much more mature now. So I think with the new album,
are we more mature? Are we?
I like to think.
I'm not. Well, that was everything I had for you guys. Was there any closing message, any plugs you want to make, any closing statements to any More Left or All fans watching?
I just want to thank everybody that's been coming out to these shows and just supporting us. Like, deep in my heart, like, I appreciate every single one of, like, I try to meet everybody that just comes up to us and just personally thank them. Because again, like it makes me like want to keep doing this. And again, like I love music, but just seeing the cause and the effect, like just them like coming out, and like even tonight, I just saw like a bunch of people coming up to me, and then that makes me like motivated to continue doing this.
I think he pretty much nails it. I'm gonna leave him on that one.
Good to go. Well, until the next video, stay tuned, stay scared, and I'll catch you later.